2020 Shining Stars Scholarship Awards. Every year, in conjunction with our community awards and with our Chamber Volunteer Awards, the Tiger Chamber gives out 3 to 4 scholarships to seniors in high school. And we do this so that we can support them in their post-secondary educational journey. Scholarships this year are made possible through the generous donation of a couple of organizations, one being the Westside Professional Business Associates and Pride Disposal. And in addition, over 80 chamber businesses give to our voluntary scholarship fund to make this possible. So as you can see, our business community really wants to support the future of our future workforce. Senior students that live in either of the Tiger zip codes, which are 97223 and 97224, are eligible to apply. So what this means is that both private and public high school seniors that either live in or go to school in these zip codes can apply for this scholarship. These scholarships can be used for either going after that traditional 4-year college degree, or can actually be used for other post-secondary pursuits like a trade, going after a trade, an apprenticeship program, a certificate program, or going to community college. So this year's recipients for these scholarship awards all happen to come from the Tigard-Tualatin School District, both Tualatin and Tigard High School. So we've asked Dr. Sue Ricky Smith, the TTSD superintendent, to help us award these scholarships. Dr. Sue, take it away.
Thank you so much. Well, it's such a pleasure to be with everyone here today, and particularly to be able to highlight 2 of Tigard-Tualatin's outstanding scholars. I want to say thank you to the Tigard Chamber of Commerce for this opportunity, for the opportunity for us to introduce these 2 outstanding scholars to the broader community, and certainly appreciate your willingness to highlight them and to recognize all the hard work that they have done over the last several years, as well as their potential for great success going forward. And so with that, I'd like to start by introducing and recognizing Maria, if I might.
Hello.
Hi, Maria.
Hi.
I'm going to say a few words about you here, and basically shine on you just a little bit because we're proud of you and your accomplishments. It's my pleasure to introduce Maria Delgado. Maria is a graduate from Tigard High School. She's been a member of the Mecha Club and the Key Club. She has also volunteered for the Tigard Public Library, Northwest Children's Outreach, and at the Cinco de Mayo Fair. While managing schoolwork, clubs, and volunteering, which would be enough for anyone, she also works at Bare Minerals and is currently working at Taco Bell. Chris McIsaac, the business teacher at Tigard High School, says, "I have been thoroughly impressed with her as a student and a role model to her peers. Maria is an outstanding individual with a drive to excel academically." And I couldn't agree with Mr. McIsaac more. And so I now have an opportunity to ask you a few questions, Maria, so that you can introduce yourself a little more broadly to our community. You ready?
Okay. Yes.
Outstanding. So here's our first question. What was your favorite high school class your favorite class in high school?
Well, I had 2 favorite classes in high school. They were both accounting and personal finance. I was taking accounting for my junior and senior year, and then I was taking personal finance for my senior year only. I was always excited to learn new material in the classes, and the teachers really made the class enjoyable for me.
Which of those 2, which one did you enjoy the most, or were they pretty?
Mr. McIsaac. It had to be Mr. McIsaac. Yeah.
Outstanding. So it sounds as though you have a bent towards business. Is that your interest?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So of that, then, when you think about your whole time in high school, and I will tell you that this last year has certainly been epic for you.
Yeah.
What is your favorite high school memory?
My favorite high school memory would definitely have to be the time when I was on the JV dance team my freshman year. I joined the team with my friend Rachel, and I made some new friends along the way. The days of our dance competitions were the most nerve-wracking but thrilling experience. The waking up early to arrive at the school where the competition was taking place, to getting ready at the school, to practicing the dance, and then to actually performing the dance is a memory I will never forget.
Well, it sounds like you learned a lot of good basic life skills while you were doing that as well, about commitment and hard
Yes.
work, and what it takes to succeed, I'm guessing, yes?
Yeah, definitely.
So where are you planning to go to school and to study now that you're a graduate?
I plan on attending PCC, the Portland Community College, and I plan to study business, like maybe go into entrepreneurs or a little bit more of accounting there. Yeah.
And when you say accounting, are you thinking about being an auditor, or are you thinking more about doing taxes, or could we possibly have you come back someday as our chief financial officer?
I'd really love that. I'd really love to do that. But right now I'm thinking of maybe just working with taxes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Great career.
Yes.
My husband is a CPA, and so I have a great deal of love and affinity for those who are CPAs. It's
Nice.
a great field. So
Yeah.
excellent. And so we'll talk a little bit more about your career goal. Where do you see yourself being, say, in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, right now I'm thinking about creating my own business apparel because I've gotten into a little bit more of like fashion and clothings, um, basically with like the trends nowadays. And I was just thinking of what if I make my own business, and it's something that interests me right now.
Very nice. So a particular line of apparel? Are you thinking, athletic apparel, or are you thinking?
I was thinking more like my age right now, like
Okay.
for young girls, yeah.
Yeah. So young adults, young women?
Yeah, young adults,
Very nice. Yeah. Excellent. Well, I'll look forward to seeing some of those designs here soon.
yeah. Thank you.
What's one piece of advice that you would give to the class of 2021? So this year's rising seniors.
One piece of advice I'd give them would be to plan ahead, to apply to colleges and fill out scholarships on time before. It's too late because I know how bad it feels when you miss out on that mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is a very distinct timeline, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are so many great scholarships that are out there. It just takes a little bit of commitment to following those timelines and applying.
Yeah.
Good. That's a great piece of advice. So, Maria, any last words that you would like to share here today with
Yes.
the public?
I'd just like to say a big thank you to you guys for the Tiger Chamber for awarding me this scholarship. It's another thing I feel really grateful about, and this adds on to another memory I won't forget.
Outstanding. Well, Maria, we're very proud of you from
Thank
the
you.
Metropolitan School District. You have done amazing work as a TTSD scholar, and we're proud to call you alum. So
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, now it's time for me to introduce Teddy. What a pleasure for me, as with Maria, to introduce another outstanding young scholar from the Tiger Tualatin School District, now alum of Tualatin High School, Teddy Franczak. Teddy is heavily involved, a graduate from Tualatin High School. He has been on the student council as an officer and was the student body president. He has been a student representative to the TTS school board, and it was a great pleasure getting to work with Teddy and getting to know him and to observe his leadership style this past year. And certainly it has been a year that the school board and the district will not soon forget, given all the issues that we've had to navigate. So we appreciate the fact that you were front and center as part of us helping make those decisions. He's also been involved in the high school newspaper called The Wolf, the Drama Club, and the Future Business Leaders of America. He was on the soccer team and track team as well. I don't know when he sleeps. Along with his extracurriculars, he has worked at Panera Bread and Dutch Brothers Coffee. He has also volunteered at OHSU Doreen Becker Children's Hospital and is a member of the Key Club. On top of all of that, he was able to maintain a 3.8 GPA along with taking a full load of IB classes. Matt Eunice, Activities Director and Student Council Advisor, says in his time, meaning Teddy, here at Tualatin, he has helped to change our culture towards inclusiveness amongst our student population. His warm smile and genuine caring has been obvious and infectious. And I can say yes to all of the above, and the great pleasure that I've had, again, getting to know you, Teddy, this past year, and to watch you do your work with intention and always thinking of all students and closing those opportunity gaps that we seek to close. So with that, I'd like to just ask a few questions to help our community get to know you better. Are you ready for that?
Sounds great.
All right, Teddy, here we go. So what was your favorite class in high school?
I would definitely say my favorite class was being a part of our ASB program all 4 years. It's our student council, as you had mentioned. It was a really great opportunity. I think we have a really awesome ASB program at Tualatin. It's 8 students per grade. So there's a total of 32 students in the class, and it's 90 minutes every other day where you're around students from all grades, and it really is a student-led class along with our great advisors, Mr. Wadsworth and Mr. Eunice. It's so much fun. We get to plan all the events at the school. We get to work with so many different clubs, administration, teachers, and really try and make sure that the student body can have a lot of fun at these events, that we're promoting inclusivity and everyone's included. And it was a really great opportunity. I learned so much, and I'll definitely take a lot of those values into college and for the rest of my life for sure.
Yeah, you really did have an outstanding year with that work, from where I was able to observe. So with all of that, Teddy, what is your favorite high school memory? I bet you have many.
Definitely, yeah. I really did have a great 4 years at Tualatin. I would definitely say my senior year, the fall of my senior year, was such a great time. Of course, it was stressful with college applications and everything, and just being involved. It was a super busy time, but with that, I was just having so much fun along the way with my friends and everything, getting involved. There were a lot of great opportunities, just at football games, at school events and stuff, just to be around friends, celebrating being a senior, and then also befriending underclassmen, juniors, just kind of showing them the ropes and just showing them what Tualatin's all about. It was just a really great time and definitely really memorable.
Well, what I appreciate about all that is that you truly were an ambassador for your school and for your community at the same time that you were experiencing it as a student, and that's a great gift. So are you planning to go to school and study?
I'm planning to go to Florida State University this fall, which I'm super excited about. Hopefully everything works out. As of now, the dorms will be open. Most classes will be hybrid, but the hope is that eventually they'll be able to be in person. I'm planning on studying criminology on the pre-law track. It's something I've been really passionate about for a long time. Getting into law and criminology is really popular at Florida State and has a really great program there. So I'm super excited.
Well, hopefully we can entice you back to the Tiger Tualatin area once you have that law degree. Because we are always, at least our district is always looking for good attorneys to help us do our work well. So, and so your career goal then?
To become a lawyer, either a family lawyer or a corporate lawyer. It's just been a passion of mine for a long time. I just really enjoy learning about law. I think it's so fascinating, and to be able to practice that in a career would be so exciting. Either if it's joining a law firm, eventually starting my own, just really being able to go down that path and help others along the way. I think that's so needed in the world of law, really having great lawyers that will stand up for their clients, stand up for others, and really make sure they're doing what's right.
Well, and I think certainly the work that you've been doing, always focused to inclusivity, leveraging the law in that way is truly a great gift to the community. So we wish you much success. What piece of advice would you give to the class of 2021, given the fact that you've had an epic year in 1920?
I would say really just try to get involved in everything. I know it's definitely going to be challenging this year and everything because of everything, but trying to make the most of it, really realizing that this is a time in your life that is really impactful. It's your senior year, and though it may be a little crazy, just enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can, take it all in, try to get involved in whatever way. That way you can meet friends and really create all those lasting memories that you're going to bring on throughout the rest of your life and help you on your next steps after high school. Just really making the most of it and getting involved and just taking in every second.
I appreciate your focusing on relationships, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is the relationships we form and the care that we give to one another. So any final remarks, Teddy?
I just want to say thank you to the Tiger Chamber of Commerce for this opportunity. It will definitely help me out big time financially, heading down to Florida State and being able to continue my education, as well as my family, all my incredible teachers, and you, Dr. Sue. It was really great getting to work with you on the district school board. That was a great opportunity, and I'm just really, really proud to be a Tualatin High School alum, and I'll definitely make a return eventually.
Well, Teddy, we couldn't be prouder of you as a Tualatin High School alum, as we were with Maria relative to Tigard alum. And that has been the great gift that our alumni give, is that they eventually come back and continue to make this district what it is, and our communities especially what they need to be. And we certainly will all be changed as we come through this pandemic. And I firmly believe for the better, and both you and Maria are stellar examples of the great future that we have ahead of us. And we are certainly proud of your work and proud of your success, and look forward for nothing but the same in the future. So thank you for letting me shine on you a little bit today, and to have some time to chat with you a little bit about where you're headed. So
thank you, Dr. Sue, for helping us present these scholarships. I don't know about you, but I am really impressed with the caliber of these students, as well as the ones that have gone before them. Year after year, when I look at these scholarship applications and I see what these students are doing, they're working, they're volunteering in their community, they're maintaining, GPAs across the board. Many of them are involved in IB classes. They are really an example, I think, to community. When I went to high school, I had a pretty decent GPA and I was in tennis, and I thought that kept me busy. But these students are super, super engaged, and I am really impressed. So now I'd like to introduce Darcy McKay. He's a representative for the Westside Professional Business Associates, and he's going to award their scholarship to another super astounding young man. So Darcy, take it away.
Well, first of all, Luke, I wanted to say congratulations. I'm really honored to be here and to present this scholarship award to you. I think you've done some amazing things. So my name is Darcy McKay. I represent the WPBA. The WPBA is an organization that's been around since 1979. We consist of businesses, business owners, and key managers in their respective fields. We provide leads, referrals, and contacts to each other's business. In addition, WPBA has a strong, growing orientation to service in our community. One of the areas that we feel most proud of is our scholarship program. And for the last 36 years, we've provided tens of thousands of dollars in scholarships to deserving young men and women in the area. In fact, both of my kids are former recipients. Luke, excuse me, I feel very, very honored to do this interview. I feel like I'm interviewing the next Einstein or John Lewis or Jonas Salk. You are truly an amazing and gifted individual. The things I've heard about you, people have said intellectual gifts, the best and brightest, once in a career student, defies categorization in the best possible way, gifted mathematician. Those are really, truly amazing words spoken to you by your peers. Now, Luke is a self-taught musician that's been part of the jazz ensemble, wind ensemble, pit orchestra, marching and prep band, and Tigard Wind Quartet at Tigard High School. He is also the co-president of the Philosophy Club and the president of the Teen Library Council at the Tigard Public Library. His volunteer efforts include assisting in the Tigard Band Boosters, giving free math and physics tutoring, and performing at retirement homes. With all his extracurricular activities and volunteering, he maintained a 4.0 GPA with IB classes. One of Luke's teachers stated, while Luke clearly stands out academically, even amongst the best and brightest, he's also one of the most positive and supportive students I have as well. Again, truly amazing, Luke. But now it's time for you to talk. I do have a few questions for you since, what's your favorite class in high school? I know you mastered all of them because I saw your transcripts. So what was your favorite?
Thank you, first of all, for the kind words and everything. To answer the question, that's definitely the first class that comes to mind is IB Theory of Knowledge, which we refer to at Tigard just as TOK. to talk a little bit more about the class, it's basically a philosophy class that that is discussion based rather than lecture based, and it centers around epistemology and ethics. Um, and this was definitely my favorite class at Tigard because, well, first of all, of because of its discussion style. It's not like other classes where you sit in for at a lecture for 90 minutes, you quietly sit there and take notes without saying anything, and then you leave, and then you memorize all that home for the test, right? It's not like that. Rather, it's a class where you you know you get to interact with the teacher and all the other students and share your viewpoints and your opinions on the things that are discussed, because philosophy is something that is inherently um, it's dialectical. It's not something that you you could just memorize and then get an A on the test. It's something you have to think critically about and discuss with other people. So that as well as the amazing teacher who teaches it, Mr. Michael Rogers. Um, um, Everyone in the senior class at Tigard considers him like a god. I definitely do. Yeah, definitely one of the friendliest, most supportive, and most intelligent. Well, one of the most intelligent and supportive people. I'm on the Tigard faculty, and I was really glad to have him as a teacher and a mentor.
Nice.
Along with all my other amazing teachers at Tigard, like shout out Katie Hubley, James Irving. Like I could go on, but yeah, so many.
Well, that's great. That's great. Well, I might note that Mr. Rogers is one of your biggest fans too. So tell me about your favorite high school memory. You must have many of them.
I do. It was hard coming up with like just one to talk about for this, but I decided on the Three Rivers League Jazz Festival that happened during my junior year. As Mr. McKay alluded to earlier, so I am a self-taught musician. So I taught myself, among other things, how to play the clarinet and how to play jazz music, basically how to understand jazz harmony and the jazz style in general, and how to improvise. And what made the Three Rivers League Jazz Festival so special to me was that it was my first time like competing against other schools with our jazz ensemble at Tigard. And the final song we played, it's a swing standard, "Sing Sing Sing" by Benny Goodman. I was a clarinet soloist for that, and I ended up getting a standing ovation and being awarded the honor of outstanding jazz soloist at the end of the festival.
Wow, that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah, and it was so rewarding as a self-taught musician that I was able to like work myself up to that point.
Well, great. I'm going to invite you over to my house someday because I have a piano, an organ, a saxophone, a guitar in my house, and I don't know how to play any of them. So good for you. Now tell us, Luke, where are you planning to go to school, and why did you choose that college?
Great. So I got a $60,000 scholarship to attend Yale University. I have decided that this year I will be deferring my enrollment to take a gap year due to the current pandemic. So I'm going to be focusing on music and working to save up money for college. But I have a guaranteed spot for me in the class of 2025 at Yale.
Nice.
And I'm thinking, among the different majors I'm thinking about are cognitive science and mathematics.
Fabulous, fabulous. Now, so with all this education you're going to have in the next 4 or 5 years, what are your career goals?
I'm interested in careers in education, research, and advocacy. And I'd like to use my experiences as a first-generation college student to be able to rectify certain issues within society and education. And I think that a career in education, research, or advocacy would be the best fit for me in that sense.
Nice, nice. So you graduated high school in one of the most unusual years that I can remember, and I've been around for a lot longer than you have. What advice would you give for the folks graduating in 2021?
That's a great question. And my most sincere advice is, well, you're probably going to have online classes for a while. We all know that you're probably going to have online classes for the first few months of school, and it may extend past that. And it's going to be really difficult not being able to, connect directly with your teachers or counselors or any of your friends at school. And it's going to be difficult not having, activities and student groups that we forge like such strong community bonds in. Like for me, that was band, for example. But all this will soon pass. The only thing that we can really do in this situation is to be resilient and to stick through everything, because things might suck right now, but eventually things will be rectified. And the only thing we can do in response to that is to stay positive and keep our heads held up high.
Good for you. Well, again, you're doing an amazing thing. Any final remarks or comments you have for all of the folks listening out there in the virtual world?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank you, Mr. McKay, and the WPBA for sponsoring the scholarship, as well as the Tiger Chamber of Commerce for facilitating this wonderful opportunity to finance my education. So thank you so much. And I'd also like to thank all of my teachers and counselors at Tigard, all of my friends and family for supporting me and helping me grow to be the person I am today.
Well, that's great. Well, Luke, I want to say thank you too, because as one who's nearing the end of his career and working, and you're just the beginning of it, there's real hope for us, soon to be retired folks, that we have people like you coming up and going to be in charge of this world. And I think that that's going to be a calling for you in some capacity. So thank you for being the person you've been. And we expect great things out of you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You take care. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you, Darcy, for WPBA's generosity to the Tigard Scholarship Program. Super impressed with your selection. Wish him the best in his pursuits. We wish all of our recipients the best in their educational pursuits, and we look forward to hearing back from you on how your first year went. We are looking to grow our scholarship program so we can support more of our future workforce. I'd love to be able to give away $10,000 in scholarships. So if that's something that interests you and you'd like to help us with that, please reach out to the Tigard Chamber and let us know of that interest. So to everyone watching, have a great day.